Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Sundays Are for Trucking here on Amazing ATS, where a real trucker meets the virtual roads. How are you guys doing this Sunday? For me, of course, we are awesome like a possum, even though it is 100 degrees outside, sitting in nice central air here in my home. Randy, Dub, Miguel, David, what's going on today, guys? And as you can tell by the stream title, we are going to be running some Zeemods stuff today. So Zeemods Audio Framework version 2 got released yesterday, along with a Caterpillar 3406 B as in Bravo. So that's what we are running today in John Ruda's Peterbilt glider. We do have this dressed up like a 379. Now, one of the biggest things of the Zeemods audio framework, and if you are running the interior effect here, I'm going to go ahead and shut up. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit one button here on my keypad and take a listen. That's it right there, guys. We do have Reefer sounds. And the trailer we're running today is from Phelan Dalis. So this will work on any of the mods that have a Reefer on them, from my understanding. There are also going to be interior sounds that were updated for the Peterbilt along with the Volvo. And since we are running the Pete today, the game doesn't know whether we're running a 379 or a 389, but Zeemods does. I'm going to go ahead and get into the interior today. And I am going to be quiet once again, and we're going to switch this. You guys will actually hear switch between 389 and 379. Well, at least it was. Why is this not working? I thought it was control...
Peterbilt 389.
There it is. It's actually Control Shift F12. So you heard that switch to 389? Well, we don't want that. We're running a 379.
Peterbilt 379.
Okay, there we go. We are back to the 379. So we do have range selector sounds. And there are also splitter sounds. So without any further waiting today, right now I'm not even sure where the heck I'm sitting at. Let's take a look here. We are in El Centro, California, and our run today is going to be taking us all the way over to Salina in Kansas. So we do have our full drive time set up, and our load that we are running is going to be a load of frozen vegetables. We have our full drive time. 3406 is underneath the hood today, so without any further waiting, let's go ahead, get the truck fired up, and let's get this show on the road.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Now, one thing that Zeemods has done before we get going here is I probably should hop out of the game for a moment. So we'll come back in here. So I'm just going to go back to my launch pad here for just a quick moment. But he came up with a traffic light system. And you guys are going to see that right here. So we got green, yellow, and red. So red's on top, yellow's in the middle, green's on the bottom. So that is what we have Zeemods wise today. And one thing that did change here with the 3406B also is you've got the main sounds in the engine mod itself. You do want to run the open def in order to actually have the engines in the truck. So that is a change from previous to where your default trucks were supported. Now you do need to run the open def, I believe.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
And also, you're going to hear some brake sounds here without needing 10% damage and 50,000 miles. And before I hop back to our launch pad to show you the traffic light system, we actually had a nice sunny day. Should we move that back to nice and sunny, or should we leave this how it is? And as you can see here, we do have the Hyundai Translead from Phelandela's Trailer Pack. Now, we're not going to be going anywhere quick today either, because we are running a 425 horsepower. Give me one moment here. I also want to check something. I did change this in my config file, but I want to make sure that our traffic is set to where it should be. Hey, Jim. See? It didn't change. I don't... Okay, now we will have traffic. Those brakes sound so good on such an old truck. No graphics mods, Miguel, just the NVIDIA overlay settings, and we do have Snowy Moon installed. That's the air dryer popping off.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Yeah, latest version of Snowy Moon is 10.2.8. Now this drive-by view, you can actually hear nice and loud when it's right next to you, but the fade off is absolutely astounding. Hey, Mr. Tez, how's it going today? Welcome. Oh, I can turn the game up a little bit more, Randy, if you're is anybody else having an issue hearing the game sounds over me or anything like that? You probably could, Mr. Tez. If you didn't want to grind through the early part of the game, what you are able to do is get a mod on the workshop called Profile Jumpstart. Give me 1 second here, guys. Alright, so what I did was I just turned down my volume on OBS just a little bit. William, the reason for that is I am running a mod truck today. This is John Ruta's Peterbilt Glider. But if you're talking about the nav screen on the top that has the speed and whatnot, that is a mod called Yet Another Route Advisor. That is, I'm guessing, the link that Randy just posted there, or AKA Hoosier. Oh, alright, there's a correction. That's Profile Jumpstart. You can get mods, yes, either through the Steam Workshop or the third-party mod sites. Thank you, Randy. There you go, William. There's a link for Yura. Everything on the Steam Workshop is going to be free. Your third-party mod sites everything on there is free, but there's also a lot of stolen content on them. You can also get mods from the SCS forums. I do not accept money from people, Mr. Tez. I have all that stuff turned off. There is enough people who just want money. I'm doing something different. I have a full-time job. I don't need money. Now, one thing with Miss Phelan Davis Trailer Pack, there are both reefers and dry vans. The dry vans you will get from the companies Hyundai, Utility, and also Great Dane, and also their reefer versions of all three of those. And on the reefers, you can change between multi-temp and single temp, and Carrier and Thermo King reefer units. We are on our way to Salina, Kansas. Now, one thing about John Ruda's trucks, they are extremely nice, but they also, each truck, if you're going to buy them individually, cost $35 a piece, or is it $30? But they are well worth the money. They're extremely optimized, and you get free updates. With the engine that we're running, it is from Zeemods, just released at 3406B. If you go to zeemods.com, you are able to buy them. The engine is $599, and I'm not sure on the Peterbilt interior effect of how much it is. I know when I bought it, it was $299.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right.
Hey, James, how are you doing? Now, the audio framework from Zeemods is absolutely free, But with version 2, you basically need the interior effects of the trucks in order for it to work properly. Right now, the only two that are updated for version 2 are for the Volvo and for the Peterbilt. Drive hours we got left, we started at 14. Well, really, you're only supposed to allow to drive 11. So if we deduct 3 hours off of that, we've got just over 6 hours left to drive before we do take a break. If you already are connected to World of Trucks on ETS 2, then yes, you are able to add this game, ATS, to your current World of Trucks account. Just make sure that you have your profile visible and that your game inventory and game details are also public until you get them connected. Convoy was pretty fun last night. So we're doing definite old school today. 425 on the horsepower, and we got 1750 on the torque. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit to get up to speed. And this is what it was like back when I was driving. When ETS2 was first being sold, Steam really wasn't a thing for it. So if you had a CD copy, that's how you got the game. You should be able to connect it to Steam, but I'm not sure how you do it. I think the problem that we're going to be running into today is our rear end ratio, final ratio is at 326. If we had 355s or even 370s, we'd probably be looking a little bit better. Hey, Cannibal, welcome. Now I'm gonna make a little bit of a detour. From where we are here, we're gonna supposed to take Interstate 40, but I am gonna head into Flagtown, and we're gonna get some go-go juice. So there is an international dealer in Flagstaff. Should we swap out our transmission to a 13 speed so we can get some 355 rear ends, or do we leave it at 18?
On the right. Navigation resumed. navigation resumed. In 650 feet, turn right.
Yeah, that sounded like really, really good. You're not supposed to go up over the curb, Coda. All right, time for a pre-trip. Pre-trip is passed. Let's go ahead and back up and get the heck out of Flagtown. Really, four-wheeler, you're just gonna sit there? Yeah, you'll need to go into Convoy, Mr. Tez, or if you want to deal with a bunch of other people, there's always Truckers MP. But, I mean, I haven't been there since Convoy came out for the game. Probably not ever going back there either. Well, good thing we didn't try to turn right there, and I looked at GPS, because probably would have hit an invisible wall.
Keep to the right, and then turn right. In 650 feet, turn left.
Darn it, more road work. But, wow. Alright, can you guys tell it's morning? Hey, Eagle, how's it going today? Well, you are listening to it right now. I think it's actually pretty darn awesome. Some of that color may have to do with my NVIDIA overlay settings. Now, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the stream, with the Reefer sounds, there are 3 modes for that. And you can change the modes by hitting the number 3 on your keypad. So there is off, auto, and then continuous. So anything that has like very strict temperature control, medicines for example, they're more than likely you're going to get a continuous run on the Reefer. Otherwise, you're going to, like produce, vegetables, frozen, you're going to have your cooldown cycles, you're going to have your defrost to prevent any ice buildup, things along that nature. And I'm not even sure what mode that we are in, but I'm going to find out here. Alright, if you guys just saw that, we just moved that on to continuous, so it's going to be running all the time. And we're hauling frozen food. We got to keep this minimum -10 Fahrenheit. Whoops, and that's why I normally don't drive in that view. I'll go do it and for a few runs, but constant driving in there, yeah, not something that I should be doing, especially around corners. Oops, we were in an accident. Really, four-wheeler? You had to get out there and stay at 55 and screw me over. Good afternoon, Brenton. right now, there's not much to look at here in New Mexico. Welcome back, Randy. Don't you just hate when that happens? I believe once we get over here to the Big I, we're going to be taking I-25 north, so we'll go ahead and hop into the granny lane here. It's keeping us on 40. Okay, let's get back over here. All right, now one thing that we will do here is we'll see if SCS has fixed this yet, and that's the Musical Road, which is at Tramway Boulevard, just east of Albuquerque.
Navigation resumed. Navigation resumed.
All right, I hope we can get up to 45 before we hit there, because that's what the speed that we need to be at. It's not fixed. Yeah, there's nothing. Whoops. Guess who was not paying attention? Yep, yours truly. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I need to go straight to get back on 40. No. We need to go to the right. No, definitely not just you, Randy. It's Sunday. I'm allowed to have a brain fart. Drive time. That was 14. We've got about another couple hours to drive. So I gotta ask, Randy, how are you, what computer are you on today, the Potato or Nitro? Hey, Bob. Ah, you're missing all the good views. I thought for sure we were going to be going up 25, but then I really didn't look at our GPS route when I forgot where I was starting at either. Now, one thing I kind of wish that SCS would do is that overlay map that we have in Convoy. If we could get that in single player as long as we are moving, that would be sweet, because then I could just pop that up and say, oh, okay, this is where I'm going. It's like bringing up a larger view of a GPS screen if you really want to think about it. If you guys are enjoying the stream today so far, also, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're already not subscribed and you liked what you're seeing, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It is absolutely free to do, and best part, I am not going to bug you guys for money.
In 650 feet, turn left.
I pulled the Randy earlier there, Bob. Not paying attention to where I'm going and slamming into a barrier. love the smiter. We got less than an hour to drive, really, so we're going to pull in this rest area up here and we'll go ahead and get some sleep. And there on the right side, you can still hear the Reefer running. And 2 o'clock in the morning, still running. Oh, another pre-trip passed.
to the left, and then turn left.
I thought for a second the AI was being stupid again. It's not your day, Randy. First you unplugged your computer and now you lost your internet? I know you were saying it the other day, Randy, that you are not even sure how you had played ATS on your potato. Oh boy. Brake, 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 brake. See what I get for not paying attention? Hey, the good thing is, we did not crash. Is it hard to believe that you played ATS on your potato? Yeah, that just seems so unreal. Do. Oh, tonight we got plenty of time to get over to Salina. We only got 300 miles to go. Hello, Streaking Beacon. Bye-bye, Streaking Beacon. Right now would be the perfect time to go in there, too. 4:30 in the morning and no line. Well, I'm going to pull to FedRex what the AI does to us. I'm going to drive along the shoulder here. We're going to make him stop. Right like that. See? Payback. Oh yeah, the gear shifter sounds are extremely unique. What's with all the trucks in there? No wonder why we got a bypass. sounds like the cops were handing out donuts or something. That's awesome, Jim. Wow. And that is gorgeous. I mean, I swear, if I didn't know I was playing a game and the way my game looks in front of me, I could mistake that for real life. Hey, Martin, how's it going today? I still say we need a button for flip down shades. Yeah, I went to go grab his free 379 last night and his website was down.
In 650 feet, turn left.
Did you see that AI? He just flew right through the stop sign. the shifting sounds make this truck. Can you imagine these in a 359? Literally, ZAF version 2 is a game changer. And the best part about this ZAF is even if you're not running version 2 of ZAF and you don't even, let me rephrase. If you don't have any interior sound effects, whether that be for Peterbilt, Kenworth, International Freightliner, and you not running any Zeemod engines, guess what? ZAF is going to turn itself off and not be used. That is great to know, Distortion. That's one truck that I'm going to have to look into getting is FLX's 359. Probably compared to Outlaws, it's way better. Alright, so I'm going to stop here, guys, and we're going to go ahead and do something. And it's just for hearing this engine from the distance. So I'm going to move my camera, like, way up the road here. Right. You can hear it very faintly off in the distance, but let's go ahead and get moving. Just listen to the way this truck sounds as it moves closer to the camera. And then the fade off as it goes away, and literally absolute game changer. That's the best sounding engine that I have ever heard with this game. Now what I am going to be waiting for is the rest of the engine mods that I have to get updated. So that's the N14, the EGR Cummins X15, the Signature 600, also the International Freightliner, and Kenworth Interiors I'm waiting for. And I bought quite a few of Zeemods engines, and I can't even remember them all from what I do have. Oh yeah, and yeah, there's two files with ZAF V2. There's no longer an installer. There's an XML and then there's a DLL file. They go right into your x64 folder. That's it for the install. Everything else is inside the interior effects and the engines that the game is gonna need. And right now, ETS2 only has a compatibility update, but there is going to be stuff coming out for ZAF V2 for ETS2 also. The only thing that I am running is Snowing Moon's TAA and some NVIDIA overlay settings. That is it. And my overlay settings are just adjusting the colors to make them a little bit more vibrant versus what SCS has done on their own. can you just imagine if SES had sounds like this right from the get-go?
To the right, and then take the exit on the right. Keep to the right, and then turn right.
That's very true, Bob.
Keep to the right, and then continue straight.
Appreciate that, Distortion. Have yourself a great one. The best sounding SES engine so far, I think, is the S13 in for the LT. That sounds pretty darn good. I don't know if they got a new guy to help, but I do know one of the guys has a music ear, not so much a truck ear. Nothing against him, don't get me wrong. It's just a mixing that needs to change just a wee little bit.
In 650 feet, turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Please do not give me the blind side just to the right there. And of course, it gave us the blind side. Okay, we're gonna do that. I'm just basically taking a look here. This is going to be our get out and look, if you will, to see how I am doing. Not too bad. And we're going to test this again. Alright, we're going to have trouble getting underneath this, so we're going to pull forward a little bit. We should be alright. I think we're going to do one pull-up just to make sure that we are straight into our slot here. Alright, but sadly that is all the time that we do have for today. I do want to thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down, because all feedback is important. If you liked what you saw and you are already not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Have a great rest of your Sundays. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.